Good evening, everyone. Welcome to BOXTV. I'm Alan Hanley. We're live here on Sports Talk, and I got the defensive coordinator and athletic director here for the Clinch County Panthers, my buddy, Coach Winston Peterson. Winston, man, we appreciate you.
Oh, man, I love coming up here, man.
I know it, man. You do a good job. I know it's a busy week. The Panthers are open this week.
Yeah, we get a little break this week, a little time off to try to heal up and get over some bumps and bruises. That's always good.
But this weather this week, you know, it's been cool.
Yeah, it's definitely a change, you know, when you drop about 40 degrees in 3 days. So.
But, man, like you say, it's good that we went to Telfair last week, and Telfair's got a great football team. And
Telfair is definitely a good football team.
You know, I know they didn't make the playoffs. They were right there on the bubble. They lost a few games, a win or two here, and they would have been.
Yeah, I mean, it always seems that every year that Telfair is a bubble team, you know, and we go in and we get their best game because they're on that bubble of getting in, and I mean they have a great team.
Every year we go to Telfair senior night, so I think that has a lot to do with it too. They go out there, they play the Panthers hard, man, and not taking nothing away from Telfair. I didn't think we put in our best effort neither. You know, the cool weather, it seemed like that every year. The first cool game, you know, you kind of feels like football weather, but the kids
has a slow start on the kid. Anything, you know, you try to keep things the same, and you know, anytime, you know, just the weather, or if you know, the times moved up, or you know, anything like that, it's funny how it throws us off, but it really throws the kids off. So I think we just had a little sluggishness in the game, and then, like I said, they you know, they played us as hard as they could, and they have a great team. I mean, they
yeah, I mean, with them, I would put them in the top 3 or 4 teams we played all year. You know, and you know, we were coming off a big win against Charlton, the rival, 48-0, broke the records, worst we've ever beat the Indians. So, and it's hard to hold these kids' attention.
It is.
You know, when you're 8-1, you know, you're just waiting for the playoffs to start. And I'm sure, you know. And,
you know, kids are just like adults. You know, you get all there. You know, with Charlton's record this year, that didn't mean anything to our kids. You know, it's still that heated rivalry, and it's Clinch Charlton. You know, the Swamp War, and you know, that was a big, huge game for our kids, even though it was, you know, a lopsided win. And it's just natural to kind of just take that breath afterwards. You know, and you know, that may had a little to do with it, but like I said, I mean, you know, some of those guys from Telfair, I wish we had them.
Yeah, and Coach Winston, I know some of the coaches, they don't like a bye week, you know, especially if you're playing good. They want to go right into the next Friday night.
That's right.
How do you feel about, I mean, the open week? I mean, how do you feel about that?
Well, usually I'm like a bunch of other coaches. I'm, you know, not looking forward to a bye week because it gets, like I say, it gets them out of their routine. It gets us out of our routine. But this week, getting the bye week and just allowing us to kind of sit back for a minute and catch our breath and you know, get some guys that's kind of banged up a little bit, some rest and stuff like that. I really think it was great for us at this point. Now, you know, during the regular season, the bye week, I'm chomping at the bits to get bye week over with.
Well, good thing about it, you won't have another bye week.
That's right. No more bye weeks.
You know what really gets you when you make it to Thanksgiving? I always like to be playing the week of Thanksgiving.
That's right.
You know, but then you're out of school that week, and it gets very hard coaching with people going out of town to eat Thanksgiving. I know it's aggravating that time.
Man, we have been really blessed to be used to playing during Thanksgiving.
That's right.
So we kind of, you know, plan our week out where we get the kids up about the same time they normally get up, come in, practice, watch film, you know, try to keep their day as normal as we can during that week. But like, you know, it's like you say, it kind of throws you off playing during that week off.
Well, Coach, injury-wise, are we going to be 100% come Friday? Is everybody going to be healthy for the next game?
I think everybody's going to be healthy with the exception of Tavion, our tight end. He's still evaluating what he needs to do, but As far as everybody else, it's just little minor bumps and bruises that we're dealing with.
Typical football injury.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, and the
ankles and
that's right. And
shoulder, elbow, you know, stuff like that, just banged up.
Man, it's been a good thing we've had so many good running backs. You know, we've been deep at that position because here the last month, there's been two of them out at one time.
That's
Michael Walker, of course, Moorhead, and then I think I seen Grady come up limping the other night.
Marquavius, he's one that really needed some rest this week. I think he played about the first series Friday night against Telfair, and you know, in our scheme, we were hoping he was going to have a big night that night.
He had that touchdown call back, and the next play got hurt.
That's just kind of the way it goes. Right. You know, we thought we had something with him inside, but you know, that's just the way it goes. And you know, Darius come in, and Tawan also. You know, they're not quite as. They're more of our power backs, not quite as fast. You can tell it too when they bring them in. Yeah, they're not quite as fast as Marquavius, but they can. You know, they're our power guys.
You coach defense, and you get used to seeing a quick guy that can run and bounce, and then you bring in one that just goes straight ahead. It takes a little bit to adjust to that.
Yeah, it takes some adjusting.
Well, that's going to lead us into our first break, and we're going to come back and talk about some of the highlights for this year. The Panthers are 9-1. We'll be right back after this message.
For the best pizza and wings in town any day of the week, check out Huey's One Stop in Homerville. Drop by, fuel up, and let Mr. Nick Patel and staff serve you some mouth-watering pizza and wings that you won't soon forget. Or just take that favorite pizza and box of wings home. Call 912-487-2338 to order your pizza and wings every Friday night after the game. Huey's One Stop, 193 Church Street, Homerville.
There's a reason why we're South Georgia's automotive superstore.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep and Ram. Chevy.
Nissan on the east side.
Walker Jones Used Car Mega Center.
GMC.
Coming soon, the all-new Walker Jones Honda.
Toyota.
We've got it all, so why shop anywhere else?
Decades of hunting and traveling has led us to this point, putting a new twist on traditional hunting. Starting this fall, from the deep south swamps to the Alaskan mountain range, follow us as we chase our next adventure. On YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Hi guys, my name is Nick Johnson. I'm the new pastor of Homerville Free Will Baptist Church, and I just moved here with my family from Oklahoma. Boomer! Sometimes life throws you some difficult things, and when it happens, it can seem scary, almost make you feel like you're all alone. I want you to know that if God is with you, then you can make it through anything. The Word of God says that He will never leave us, He will never forsake us. He will go before us. If you give your life to Him, He'll help you make it through those difficult times, and on the other side, you will be blessed. I'm so blessed to be here in Homerville. We love the town, love the people. Go Panthers!
Jerry J's Hog and Bones in Homerville is the restaurant for any time of day, whether it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, or that special holiday meal. From pancakes to pulled pork and chicken salad to ribeye steak, Jerry J's Hog and Bones has the best food and service around. Oh yeah, and don't forget our great catering service. Go Panthers! You're watching Creekbox TV.
Good evening, welcome back to Creekbox TV. I'm Alan Hanley. We're here on Sports Talk, and I got the defensive coordinator and athletic director, my buddy, Coach Winston Peterson. Little Winston. Let's get that out.
Little Winston.
The long arm of the law.
Yep. I've had a bunch of nicknames through the year with you and Coach Dickerson.
That's right. We can't talk about some of them. But now we want to talk the Panthers come in, Coach, to start the season. If they said, all right, you're going to be 9-1, would you have took that without playing any games?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know Clinch County football. If we had a 7-3 season or a 6-4 season, I mean, here that'd be a bad season.
That's right.
coming in with losing a good bunch of seniors last year. Coming in, starting the year, new head coach with Coach Tyson, and coming in and saying everything was going to roll as smoothly as it has. I mean, you take that every day.
Has that went good, Coach?
Oh yeah,
you would think as Coach Dickerson, done it for years, and then you would think, well, there's going to be some changes made here, but it looks like we're still the same team as
we're still doing the same stuff we've been doing. Which Coach Tyson run the offense for 10 years before becoming the head coach, so he turned that over to Coach Morgan, but he still got input in it and things like that. So
I see it. To me, it feels like he's more involved with the referees. I mean, he does a good job with letting y'all coach.
That's right. He does.
I'm impressed with the way he's done it. I mean, he's. I know that's hard, especially coming from like Coach Dickerson. He's involved in everything when he coaches.
Right.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, Coach Tyson, he's done a real good job this year of especially with Coach Morgan. I mean, first year coordinator, first time calling plays and stuff like that. He's done a real good job of allowing him to grow and make his own decisions and as far as defense and stuff goes, it's been great. Just he allows us to come up with a plan, and we tell him to plan, and he'll give some input and stuff like that. But I mean, we just we've been doing the same thing on defense for years and years now.
We're in a 50 if they got two backs and a quarterback. We're in a 4-2 if it's a spread. It never changes.
That's right.
I remember we tinkered with the 3-3 one time. But
we still, believe it or not, we still against some of the spread teams we'll move around some and play some 3-3. Now we don't base that of it, but
no. But I mean, and this when we tinkered with it years ago, you got to have the athletes to run a 3-3. If you don't, I mean, you just better put flag football out there.
And one of the reasons why we kind of look at the 3-3 is because of this year having big guys like Amari and Craig.
That's right.
And Dalil, you got those big guys, and we just put some faster guys on the field at linebacker where they can fly around.
That's what the 3-3 is made for. We got the athletes to run it.
So we throw that in there a little bit just to change things up.
And talking about that this season, where was your most concern coming into the season? Defensively, then we'll go offense.
Defensively, I would have to say, coming into the season would be linebacker.
And I think that's our strength now. One of our strengths. The coach has done a great job at linebacker.
Yeah. I mean, you look at not only, losing Tresman, who's arguably one of the best players we ever had, and then Dustin Hendricks, who also, was a phenomenal linebacker last year. And then we also lose our linebacker coach, who for the last 30 years.
That's right.
But Coach Davis come in.
And he's done an outstanding job.
He has done a great job. It was a blessing to get Coach Davis, man. He's built a bond with those guys, and they love him, and he loves them, and he challenges them and gets them going. And really and truthfully, that like I said at the beginning, that was one part that I was worried about, and those guys have stepped up, and they're doing a great job.
And I think, but between the defensive line and the linebackers, that's the strength of the defense. And we're as dangerous as that. We got everybody back in the secondary, with the speed that we have. Coach Chase is doing an outstanding job. It's just, and we've always said this, it was. When you coach the defensive line or the linebackers, they get past them, nobody really stands out. But if they beat that safety or corner down there, everybody knows.
That's right. So, believe it or not, before the Turner game, that was what I said in the pregame speech to the defense, was that exact thing. That exact thing. And the first play of the game, we had a perfect pass, perfect catch, and run for a touchdown.
Well, you must have said something after the touchdown.
Yeah, I think everybody calmed down, and that's just one of those things where that was a great play.
Well, Coach, coming in this season on offense, which one did you think that would be our best?
I thought our defense would be a little ahead of our offense, simply because of the athletes we lost, the line.
That's right.
I was very concerned about the replacing the entire line, but man, those guys have stepped in and stood up and done what they were supposed to do, and we got plenty of depth at back. Like you said, we rotate in 3 tailbacks. We got 2 separate quarterbacks. So, we got plenty of depth. That's one thing that's really, really surprised me this year.
Oh, man, y'all are doing a great job. And with that, we'll take our second break, and we'll come back and talk some more Panther football. We'll be right back.
Lee Engineering and Construction Company in DuPont, Georgia has been a part of the community since 1935 and is proud to support Clinch County athletics. The prayer of the entire Lee Engineering family is that our Lord and Savior will richly bless our schools, community, and nation. Since 1972, Popeyes has been serving up mouth-watering, delicious, hot, and mild fried chicken and chicken tenders from its Louisiana kitchen. You know about our great chicken, but have you tried our tasty seafood? All of our menu items come with a Southern style all their own. On your way to or after the game, stop by Popeyes and remember we can handle all your special event catering needs. Conveniently located on Memorial Drive in Waycross, Popeyes puts a piece of Louisiana in every single meal. Camping World of Valdosta, located in Lake Park, is your one-stop destination for all your camping needs. Stop by to see your dreams of quality time with your family become a reality. Whether it's tailgating with your air-conditioned camper, taking a trip to the mountains or beach with your family, or driving your motorhome to a faraway destination, Camping World has it all. Let us put you and your family in a camper for as little as $99 per month. And remember, when you buy a camper from Camping World of Valdosta, you receive a free Elite Good Sam membership, roadside assistance, and travel assist for 1 year. Homerville Jewelers on East Dame Avenue is your headquarters for bridal and baby registry. If you're looking for that special gift for the bride and groom or that perfect gift for the new baby, look no further. We also have a variety of diamonds, gold, sterling silver, watches, and necklaces, and can perform jewelry repair. No need to shop out of town. We can supply all of your gift and jewelry needs. Let Vicki Young and staff serve you at Homerville Jewelers, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas has the cheapest prices in South Georgia and a huge inventory of new and used gas and electric golf carts and off-road vehicles. Mike's also has parts and accessories and proudly serves customers across the states of Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. Whether you stop into our store or shop with us online, we have everything you need for Can-Am, E-Z-GO, Club Car, and Yamaha. 0% financing available for qualified customers. Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas, Georgia.
Is Jesus Christ your steering wheel or your spare tire? Sadly, for many, it's a spare tire. We go through life not worrying about the consequences to our actions until we get into a bind, then we call on Jesus to bail us out. For others who've accepted Him as their Lord and Savior, He is their steering wheel. They realize as they walk through life, He'll be with them step by step, guiding them to their final destination, heaven and eternal life. Which one is it for you?
Good evening. Welcome to Creekbox TV. We're here on Sports Talk. I'm Alan Hanley. I'm here with my good buddy, Coach Winston Peterson. We're talking some Panther football, and the Panthers finished 9-1 this year, Coach.
That's right.
Headed in, we got a bye week. We'll come back and play Friday week. Of course, all of y'all are going off to scout teams tomorrow night. Who will the Panthers play?
We're going to actually face the winner of McIntosh and ECI. Both teams we're familiar with. Back when you were coaching, we made a couple of trips to ECI and about froze to death one night. And
we did. And they, they have tradition. They've been, I don't know nothing about them this year, but then you throw in McIntosh, they took a title from us 3 years ago. That's the team that beat us in the semifinal game. So there's talent and tradition on both schools. McIntosh, they've changed coaches now, and they're running
a wing T type offense also. Much like ECI. ECI has done the same thing. You know, they've run kind of a wing
We
team.
hadn't run a 50 all year, I don't think.
Not
maybe.
much. No, we hadn't.
So,
not since Irwin.
That, you know, so that's, you know, that'll be a change. You'll have to dust off the
we'll have to dust out the playbook. Remind them what.
Hey, I can call some of the plays now when I see you on the sideline. I can remember years ago, you never got out of a 50. Sometimes when they even went spread, we stayed in a 50.
Yeah, that's right.
We could sack the quarterback.
That's right. Football, you know, me and Coach Dickerson talked about this a lot. Football's changing, you know. You know, we went to a clinic one time and Coach Dickerson spoke, and you know, he was renowned for his 50 defense and even set a national record for it. And
I think I was at that one.
And then, you know, we switched to a four-front defense just because we had to keep up with the times, you know, had to keep up with the spread offense.
Nobody should complete a pass now. You got an extra man.
Yeah, you got an extra person. That's right. That's right. You know, one thing, Coach Davis, you know, he's the new linebacker coach, and I think our first interception this year was a linebacker dropping back and making an interception, and I told him that probably hadn't happened in a long time.
And man, he's got them coached up. That's one thing I've recognized with the linebackers and playing the spread teams. They get back in their hook zone great. I mean, they're forward, checking the runner like you're supposed to, and then they're back. You know, and I'm sure Chase helps that. I mean, he loves that.
Yeah, Chase loves that.
You know,
sometimes I'm not so happy with it, but Chase loves that.
No, when they run that quarterback draw.
That's right. That's right.
But you know, and I guess you could flip a quarter who it's going to be, ECI, McIntosh, even.
Yeah, I mean, I think both teams are about even as far as their win-loss record. From what little bit I've seen or heard about both teams, you know, like I say, both of them are run teams, heavy run teams. You know, both teams are physical. So it would be kind of hard to guess who we would be facing.
You won't know till tomorrow night.
Yeah, I won't know till tomorrow night after the game. But
you know where we'll be playing at.
We will be playing in Homerville. That's right.
That's good.
That's right.
So,
it's always good to stay at home.
And we'll be at home if you win that one.
The next week also. We'll play and you know, until we would meet up with Irwin if we both continued winning.
That's right. That's the only thing different this season. The power rankings put Irwin County and Clinch County, we're on the same
side of the bracket.
Where in the last several years,
we've been on opposite sides of the bracket. That's right.
Now, and man, let me ask you, Coach. Everybody said, "Man, we're going back to the Dome." It's not the Dome this year.
No, it's not the Dome or the Mercedes. You
That's
know,
right.
They're going. The GHSA has made a contract with Georgia State to play at the old Fulton County Stadium
in December
in Atlanta. That's right. Maybe it won't snow.
You know, it was too cold to drive up to Atlanta to play inside, but now you can play outside in the snow.
That's right. Well, you know, I don't know what the issue was, you know, with the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, but whatever it was, they couldn't work it out.
That's right. And I'm sure it cost a lot of money to play that stadium.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
You know,
but,
no telling.
You know, whatever that issue was, they couldn't work it out, and you know, I think they, you know, went with their best option that they had after that.
Now, in the future, is there any way they'll ever bring the championships back home? Do you see that happening again, Winston?
You know, a couple of years ago with the ice storm, we were actually, you know, played a state championship game in Irwin County, and that was an electric environment.
Man, it was.
But as far as the logistics of it, I think they had to bring in like 40 bleachers, and you know, I heard people say that you know, they waited in line through a whole quarter for the bathroom or through the concession stand. So that's, you know, that's
championship football.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, that's
part of
that way.
That's part of why GHSA may not want to go back to that. I could see one day where we may, you know, the smaller schools may play it like Georgia Southern or VSU or you know, something like that.
It's just hard, man, like you say, especially we're down here in the swamp.
That's right.
you're talking about a 15 to 20 degrees different
Oh,
in
yeah.
weather.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I think, you know, that was one reason we moved it to the dome.
Once
To
you get out
start
of the weather.
with,
That's right.
because of weather. Now you're outside,
Yep.
so that excuse is gone.
And that's right. That's right. And plus, you know, Class A schools play the first game, you know, each morning. So, you know, the smallest school, we
Yeah, I
got to
didn't
pack
even
up
think
and,
about that.
you know, get to Atlanta for a 9
And
or
to
10
me,
o'clock in the morning
and
game.
you're right. They should make the Class A programs the last game.
Well, maybe not
for
last,
traveling.
but, you know, later in the
after 3
afternoon.
o'clock.
That's
you
right.
know.
Just
so you could get up of a morning and drive
Yeah.
up there.
That's
because,
right. You know,
that you're the athletic director, and we were going to get to that because you're the ones that have to make the reservations,
That's right.
the eating arrangements, and
Feed
what
us.
does it cost to go play a state championship at the Dome? What does it cost Clinch County?
It costs about as much as we make to go through, and you know, we usually make just a small amount of money off of because we're putting up football team, cheerleaders, band, and then feeding all those people also. So
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
not
it
talking
costs
one time, neither.
yeah, it costs a pretty good bit of money
You know,
just
when you
to
go
do
up there
that.
and spend the night, you would feed them supper, breakfast, dinner,
dinner.
and supper again,
yes.
4 meals,
That's
and then
right.
a snack, basically 5 meals.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that's going to lead into another break, and we'll come back and talk some more Panther football. We'll be right back.
Winky's Southern Styles in Homerville is the go-to place for custom embroidery and vinyl transfer designs. Whether it's t-shirts, caps, or special Christmas items, Winky's will make it happen. Go by our location at 44 East Elna Street in Homerville and see Lenora for embroidery and vinyl transfer. Winky's Southern Styles supports the Panthers in their quest for another state championship. Go Panthers! LUTZ, Brown, Piegler, and Manley Insurance Agency is locally owned and has been a part of the Homerville, Clinch County community for many years. We make it a priority to know our clients on a personal basis and take pride in customizing insurance coverage for the particular needs of each customer. We offer all lines of insurance, including auto, home, business, life insurance, annuities, and bonds. LUTZ, Brown, Piegler, and Manley Insurance Agency, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Go Panthers! At Burt CPAs, helping small businesses with their accounting needs is our business. We have offices in Homerville, Waycross, Alma, and Baxley. Burt's professionals are ready to serve you no matter your location. We are your team for accounting, bookkeeping, tax, and financial advice. In Homerville, call firm partner Adam Toll, 912-490-7142. Attention all hunters. Homerville Feed and Seed has all the shelled corn you need to bag that buck this year. Drop by and load up with corn, shotgun shells, food plot products, and everything else you need to make this year's hunting season the best ever. Whether you're a blueberry farmer or a backyard gardener, we have a wide variety of fertilizers and seed for you. There's no need to drive out of town when all the ag products you need are right here at Homerville Feed and Seed, Homerville, Georgia. Dairy Queen is a proud part of our local communities and is cheering our sports teams on to championship seasons. Drop by before and after the game to say hello to Mr. Ash and his entire crew and enjoy the full Dairy Queen menu, including our famous grilled burgers, artisan-style sandwiches, and chicken strips. Cool off with our renowned smoothies, slushies, malts, and iced coffees. Try our fabulous desserts and take an ice cream cake home for that special occasion, or just to treat the family. Dine in or take out at Dairy Queen locations in Homerville, Blackshear, Folkestone, and Fernandina Beach. See you at the DQ. You're watching Creekbox TV.
Good evening. Welcome back to Creekbox TV. I'm Alan Hanley. We're live here on Sports Talk. I got my buddy, Coach Winston Peterson. We just got a little bit of time left, Coach. How did our region stack up this year? How many teams have already made the playoffs?
As far as the playoffs goes, you know, I think we did a real good job representing our region. We got 4 teams in, and really and truthfully, got 4 quality teams in.
Oh, yeah.
Irwin, the number 1 team in the state. We come in ranked at number 2 and 4 in the power rankings. Wilcox County made it, and they played both us and Irwin probably
They were number 11,
the
I think,
toughest
coming
games
in,
of the
yeah.
year. That's right. They finished number 11. And then also Turner County to come in at 13 or 14.
That's right.
So you know,
and
I could
was
see.
looking at who they play. I was looking at that. Wilcox will have to play Seminole,
That's right.
and I think the Patriots got a good shot to win that
they-
one. And then Turner is going to play Macon County, and you know,
and they got
Turner's
good,
got athletes.
They do. Turner has, you know, a very young team too. So
That's right.
They're going to be pretty good next year. And I think they'll give Macon, who's the higher ranked seed, all they want, I think.
Well, Coach, man, we appreciate you coming by, and I want to get you back because with the new region alignments, the GHSS,
Yeah, there's going to be
put
some
us
changes
in.
there.
You know, we got bigger schools coming down to Class A. It's going to be easier to win a title in AAA than it is in Class A for us.
Well, it may be. It may be. Some of those teams that come down, it may be.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you coming by. And we won't play this Friday. We will play next Friday in Homerville at 7:30. And we'll see y'all then. Thank you.
You're watching Creekbox TV.